This is the video for tutorial 3-2. We're on page 103 of the textbook, and the first step is to open tutorial 3-2, which I have already done. I had some difficulty getting it to come up. I had to click on the full extent button, and then it's much bigger than this. It's got Alaska up here, and I just used my selection tool here, which I shouldn't have done. I just clicked on it again, and let me see if I can go back to where I was before here. There we go. And I want to save this as save as, and I want to go to my exercises, chapter 3 and tutorial 3-2, Asians. And right click population in the table of contents over here, and we're going to save this as a layer file. And I'm going to call this states population, and we want the chapter 3 folder of my exercises, which would be right here, and call it state population layer. And we're now on page 104. Verify the layout view options. Okay. On the menu bar, click View, Layout View, and layout. A layout in ArcMap is basically a page that's going to be printed. So you're kind of working with a sheet of paper here and placing things on the piece of paper. And we want to customize on the menu bar. We want to customize our ArcMap options, and we want to go to the Layout View tab, which is right here, and verify that your settings match those. Okay, so show horizontal guides should be on, show vertical guides should be on, and show dashed line around active data frame should be on. I want the rulers to show, and I want the guides for snapping to be on, and click on OK, and now I'm at the bottom of page 105. Set up a layout page orientation and size. So right click anywhere in the white space outside of the layout and click page and print setup right here. If you have access to a printer, select it and desired properties, and then close any windows for setting printer properties. So my printer would be 278, and we're on the page and print setup now. I'm on number 2. If you have access to a printer, select the desired properties, then close any windows for setting printer properties. And I'm not seeing anything there that would want to be changed, so we'll just click on OK. And now I'm on number 3 at the bottom of page 105 in ArcMap's page and print setup window. Okay, I jumped the gun and closed that window too soon, so we're going to go back to page and print setup, and now I'm on number 3 at the bottom of page 105, and I want to select letter 8.5 wide by 11 inches tall for paper size, and I want landscape for the orientation in both the paper and page panels. So landscape and landscape. So this is the paper and this is the map. Now we're on the top of page top of page 106, and it says click on OK, and right click anywhere inside the layout and click the zoom whole page button. And apparently I just lost my layout, so let's go to view here and go to layout view. Zoom whole page button. Okay, right click anywhere inside the layout and choose the zoom whole page button. which doesn't really do much for us. I think that's how we were zoomed before. And now we're on 106, number 1, create and use guidelines in the layout view. Click at 8.5 inches on the top horizontal ruler to create a vertical blue guide at that location. So I'm going to click right there. And now I've got a blue line going down. Do the same at 7 inches on the left of the vertical bar, which would be right there. And click the map to select it. And now we see the handles appear around the map. And then click the size and right click on the map and click properties. And then click the size and position tab, which we're already on. Select the preserve aspect ratio checkbox, which is on. Type 7.5 in the size width field. 7.5. It says press the tab key. Just to enter that, I guess. Click on OK. Drag the map so its upper right corner is at the intersection of the two guides. So I want the upper right hand, come on, map. Right hand corner of the two guides. There we go. It kind of snaps in. And then it says use the zoom tools to maximize the map of the contiguous 48 states within its map rectangle element. So let's choose, actually I'm just going to try this. I think that should work as well. Oh no, it's not going to because we got all this extra stuff in here. So I'm going to have to go in and create the map. Okay, now we want to insert a title. A number of things we're going to be doing today are going to be on the Insert tab up here. Let's click on Insert Title. And we will get a dialog box that comes up here in a second. Or not a dialog box, but a text box where we can put our title in. So I'm going to double click on this and I'm going to type in Asian population 2010. Click change symbol and select 22 for the size and click B for bold style. And then click on OK, and then click on OK. Okay, the next thing we want to do is insert a legend on the bottom of page 107, and we're going to click the horizontal ruler at 10.5, which is right here, and that'll give us a guideline, and click the vertical ruler at 1.5, which is right there, and click insert legend. So again, we're going back up here, we're going to insert a legend, and I want population over here, and click next 4 times. We're going to take all the defaults here. Next, 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 and then click finish. And now what I want to do is I want to take the legend, get the 4-headed arrows on the legend here so that its right side snaps to the 10.5 and its bottom snaps to the 1.5, which it has. And then click the horizontal ruler at 9 inches. The horizontal ruler at 9 inches. And drag the handle of the legend to the right and down to make the legend smaller. I want to stop when I get on the 9-inch mark. And there it is right there. Okay, we want to insert a scale bar. Click the vertical ruler at the 1-inch mark right here, and we want to get a horizontal guide there, and now we want to insert a scale bar. Go up here, insert scale bar, and click scale line 2, which is this one, and then click on properties, and then select miles for the division units, which is already selected, and click on OK, click on OK, and now we have a scale bar, and we want to drag that so it is, let me see, its right edge is at the 8.5-inch mark, and its top is on the 1 inch, so we want to go like right there. And we want to right click the scale bar, and we want to click zoom to selected elements. So now we're going to see it up close. And then drag the left side of the scale bar to the right until its width is 1,000 miles. So drag this to the right. Okay. And right click anywhere in the layout and click zoom whole page. Zoom whole page, there we go. And we're going to insert some text now. Click the vertical rule bar at vertical. That would be over here, and click it at 0.5, and click insert text. Insert text, and this can be any text that you want. And it says double click the text box and type, we're already in it, we don't need to double click, type source, colon, US, Bureau, and now if I hit enter here, that works too apparently now. And I may have misspelled Bureau. I did. And click on OK. And then drag it so it's at the inner top right corner. As and there it is. Okay, so I want to drag it, get the 4-headed out, so its top right corner is at the intersection of the 8.5-inch vertical line and the 0.5 inch horizontal guides. So there it is, and save your map document. Save. I want to create a JPEG image of the layout. Let's go to our file menu, and as soon as it gets done saving, we'll be able to select something from the file menu here. And we want to export a map. And we're going to save the image with the file name tutorial 3-2 Asians in the chapter 3 folder, and the type of file here is going to be JPEG, and the resolution is 300 dots per inch, and we want to go to let me see, I want to go to my computer and the C drive. I want to go to S repressed GIST1. I want to go to my exercises. I want to go to chapter 3, and it's going to be tutorial 3 Asians.jpg. And open up a computer window, browse to chapter 3 folder, and double click on the tutorial or on the JPEG. So let's save that there. And if I do what they tell me and go down here and go to my C drive, and on my C drive I want to go to S repress GIST1, my exercises, chapter 3, and if I double click on the JPEG file there, I should get a nice high resolution map. And there it is. Let's close out of there, and let's close out of there. And that is the end of tutorial 3-2, so we're going to stop, and we'll start with 3-3 in the next video.